Lexington, it's time to get loud and say it with me. This is Monster Jam.
Lexington, it is now time for the very first competition of the event, JCB Racing. Our 8 Monster Jam superstars have been seated into an order based on a random draw. The winner of this competition will take home the first 8 points of the event towards that BKT Overall Event Championship. So I've got one question to kick this thing off. Lexington, who's ready for JCB Racing?
First to pull to the line, make some noise for Matt Cody in Gravedigger. Matt Cody first to kick off the JCB Racing competition, hoping for a racing pass in that 9-second time, but most importantly, the fastest time of the competition. Looking to get a time faster than his racing pass yesterday. Let's go green! The time for Gravedigger is 9.817. That is your time to beat. Once again, that time for Gravedigger was a 9.817. Next to pull to the line, make some noise for Triton Robbins in Crazy Train. Triton Robbins in Crazy Train has earned himself the reputation of the best racer on the series with the best racing record. Can he be technical enough to get a time faster than Gravedigger? Dialed in for a 9-second pass. Let's go green! The time for Crazy Train is 9.051. Once again, that time for Crazy Train was 9.051, your new time to beat. Our next competitor is ready to pull to the line. Let's see those zombie arms for John Zimmer in Zombie. John Zimmer definitely has got the seat time and experience to be technical and quick enough around these corners. Can he do it? Let's go green! The time for Zombie is at 10.241. Once again, that time for Zombie was 10.241. We've still got that time to beat, held by Crazy Train. Our next competitor is ready to go. Let's hear it for John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity. Winning the series, he's proven himself to be consistent in all three of our competitions, but looking for a win today here in the JCB Racing competition, he'll have to outdo a 9-second pass, a fast and speedy run. Let's go green! The time for terminal velocity is an 8.886. Once again, that time, the new time to beat from Terminal Velocity, and the fastest time all season, held by John Zimmer Jr., is an 8.886. He's got a big challenge ahead of him, but he is the man for the job. Make some noise, Fernando Martinez in El Toro Loco. Fernando pulls to the line, looking to take the win in the JCB Racing competition. These corners can be tricky, but you've got to master around the track. Let's go green! The time for El Toro Loco is a 9.491. Once again, that time for El Toro Loco was a 9.491. Our next competitor is ready for takeoff. Let's hear it for Montana Robbins in Plain Crazy. Montana Robbins in Plain Crazy so far this season in the JCB Racing competition has earned himself 9 JCB Racing wins. Today, he could potentially see racing win number 10. He's got to have a speedy run, quick around those corners. Let's go racing! The time for Plain Crazy is 9.321. Once again, that time for Plain Crazy was a 9.321. Next up, put your hands together for Jamie Sullivan in Sparkle Smash. Now, a different style of racing, but Jamie Sullivan comes from a racing background, seeing today if she's able to dial in her Monster Jam truck and take that win. Let's go racing! The time for Sparkle Smash is a 9.893. Once again, that time for Sparkle Smash was a 9.893. Next to the line, get those shark attacks ready. It's Chelsea Van Cleve in Megalodon. Our final competitor to go, Chelsea Van Cleve, hoping for a speedy and clean race pass. She'll have to beat out a fast run of 8 seconds. Can she do it? Let's go green! The time for Megalodon is 10.027. Lexington, that means your winner of the JCB Racing competition is John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity. John Zimmer Jr. with the fastest time of the season takes the first 8 points. An absolute speedy run in 8.886 just landed him the first 8 points of the event. Lexington, keep it up for your first competition winner, John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity.
John Zimmer Jr. walking away. You're nearly at almost 10 of these timed racing wins. You're so good about being able to turn on that rear, coordinating that last turn, and making it over the pod so fast. Did you know that's probably one of your fastest times this season?
It definitely felt fast from the truck. This dirt's amazing. What better place to have our final series stop with some amazing dirt here. This is awesome. First 8 points of the night. We'll see as this thing goes.
And speaking of the dirt, now you're going to be challenged over the pod, across the pod. I know you got some crazy tricks up your sleeve. How does the track feel going into that next competition?
The track's 100%. We're going into our two-wheel skills competition, which is crucial to have good dirt so we can get the trucks up on the nose, rear tires up on the side. You never know what might happen. I got a couple of new tricks that I've been trying since we've wrapped up the series a couple weeks ago. You never know what might happen, but I promise you one thing, it's going to get wild. We're only just getting started. We're one competition down. We got more coming at you.
Make some noise for John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity.
Let's take a look at the BKT overall event leaderboard as we jump into more Monster Jam action. It's John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity, who has just secured his spot in first place with a total of 8 points. Then you can see Trayton Robbins and Crazy Train holding out second place with a total of 7 points. Montana Robbins in third for Team Playing Crazy with a total of 6. And as we trickle down that leaderboard, you can see exactly how the points are accumulated as we move throughout the competition. El Toro Loco in fourth, Gravedigger in fifth, Sparkle Smash in sixth, Megalodon in seventh, and Zombie in 8th. But as we total up these points, of course, we've got to pay attention to that close battle. We've got a tie currently for second place between Gravedigger and Sparkle Smash. So take a look at it now. Arena Series Central point standings. We'll be showing you this as it evolves throughout the event. But right now, Matt Cody and Gravedigger has secured that second place spot. But we know that Jamie Sullivan and Sparkle Smash is definitely going to be looking to shake up this leaderboard. So we'll keep you guys up to date with this point battle as it happens literally live in our Monster Jam event. Now, I've got some brand new friends joining me at the desk. I've got Kendall and Knox. Lexington, make some noise for Kendall and Knox. All right. Now, is it your guys' first time at Monster Jam?
Yes.
Okay, and are you ready for some serious Monster Jam mayhem, Knox?
Yeah.
All right, cool. First, I'm going to put you guys to a little test. We've got a race that's going to happen up on this screen, and we're going to see some Monster Jam trucks, and you guys just have to guess the winner. Think you can do it?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Let's put up those trucks. Who we got racing? Check it out. We got Zombie, JCB Digatron, and Sparkle Smash. Kendall, who do you think's going to win?
Zombie.
Knox, who do you think?
The second one.
JCB Digatron?
Yeah.
All right, brother and sister divided. I'm sure that never happens. We're going to put some sibling rivalry up on the video board. Let's kick off this race. In 3, 2, 1. All right, we are off to a good start for Knox. JCB is in the lead right now, but those corners in racing can be tough. So we're going to see, can he master the corner? Around the corner, looks like Zombie's taking the lead. But there's a couple more left. We're going to see who will it be. Zombie's got a good leg ahead of JCB and Sparkle Smash right now. But around that final turn, Sparkle Smash looks like she's in the lead. Oh, and across the line, it's JCB Diggertron to take the win in a close race, though. You know, Zombie was a close race right there. Digging that grave. JCB helps cover that up a little bit. But you know what? You guys did such a fantastic job helping me out. I can't let you leave empty-handed. So I want to give you guys each a Monster Jam plush truck. You guys are awesome for helping me out. We're going to give you this, a perfect way to remember your very first time at Monster Jam. You guys think you're ready for more fun?
Yeah.
Knox, you think you're ready?
Yes.
All right, you guys. Lexington, give it up for these two one more time, helping me out. And you guys check out our Monster Jam merchandise stands if you want to go home with something like Kendall and Knox. Coming up next is the two-wheel skills competition. You will be the official judges in this competition. This is your first time to use judgeszone.com and score our Monster Jam superstars. But nobody better to tell you about the crazy moves you're going to see than the drivers themselves. Our drivers are ready to bring the action to the track, so I hope that you all are ready with your phones at judgeszone.com because you will be deciding the destiny of our drivers. And Carlos, I know you are in the stands with the fans. I gotta know, do you think they're ready?
I think they're ready. And you know what? Just to make sure that you're ready here in Lexington, because every point counts towards this championship later on here tonight, I'm going to teach you guys to do it one more time. Remember, when that QR code goes up on the screen, you'll scan it, get to judgeszone.com. Your code is LEX. LEX. Once your driver is done with their pass, you'll have less than 20 seconds to lock in those scores at judgeszone.com. You guys did a good job making some noise during the first competition. So I'm going to ask you again, let me hear it for the two-wheel skills challenge.
Up first, get those zombie arms ready for John Zimmer in Zombie.
Monster Jam fans, let's see those arms for John Zimmer in Zombie. Those teeth didn't stand a chance with those zombie handstands and moves across the pod. You guys have less than 20 seconds. Less than 20 seconds. Lock in your scores at judgeszone.com.
Check out that on the Super Glue Glued to the Action replay. Some serious action and a perfect way to kick off the two-wheel skills challenge. And Carlos, all of you know, I'm in section 23. I see a lot of fans scoring on their phones, so I'm so excited. Lexington, your very first score here in the competition. Let's check it out. The score for John Zimmer in Zombie is... It's a solid score, a 7.709. That is the score to beat. Up next, let's see those shark attacks. It's Chelsea Van Cleve in Megalodon.
Lexington, there's a shark in the water. Give it up, Chelsea Van Cleve in Megalodon. Two popper attempts. Last one was able to get across the pod. Let us know what you thought at judgeszone.com.
Chelsea Van Cleve coming out in the two-wheel skills competition, looking to heat up that leaderboard. Check it out in the Super Glue Glued to the Action replay. You see her pop that 12,000-pound Monster Jam truck up. Looks to take it up and over the pod, but she's in control of that truck that whole time. Goes in for another successful second attempt, and we've got your scores in. You guys have locked it in. We got her a 4.944. Next driver is ready to come to the track. Make some noise for Jamie Sullivan in Sparkle Smash.
All the way across the pod, Lexington. Make some noise. It's Jamie Sullivan in Sparkle Smash. Only a couple more seconds left. Lock in your score. Scan that QR code. Let us know what you thought.
What an impressive run from Jamie Sullivan in Sparkle Smash. Check it out now on the Super Glue Glued to the Action replay. The balance, the momentum absolutely teetering on the edge of breakness here for Team Sparkle Smash. And we've got your scores locked in, so let's check it out. The score for Jamie Sullivan in Sparkle Smash is... Check it out, a new score to beat at 8.770. Next up, he's looking to shake up the leaderboard. Let's hear it for Matt Cody in Gravedigger.
Lexington, he saved it. He saved it on that last one. Make some noise for Matt Cody in Gravedigger. Two solid attempts, two poppers, getting a little creative, leaning it to the side on that last one. He's feeling good. Lock in your scores, judgeszone.com.
Well, Matt Cody in Gravedigger comes out looking to change the whole scene. And that lucky, gnarly save at the end, that can sometimes be what it takes to turn that BKT tire to a high score. Let's check it out. We got the current score to beat right now, currently held by Jamie Sullivan in Sparkle Smash. It's a score of an 8.770. The score for Matt Cody in Gravedigger is... Check it out, a new score to beat in 8.988. Next to the track, make some noise for John Sever Jr., Terminal Velocity. Scoring is open for John Zimmer Jr. in terminal velocity. 2 successful attempts, and just in case you blinked, check it out on the Super Glue Glued to the Action replay. Some serious domination from John Zimmer Jr. You can see exactly why we've nicknamed him the Combo King. He's proven that this competition can absolutely be his bread and butter. Check it out on the Super Glue Glued to the Action replay. He takes it over the pod up on 2 wheels, and the amount of confidence and comfort that we see from him in these absolute insane maneuvers, you can see exactly why he was able to get himself that series championship. But the scores are in. We've got that current score to beat held by Matt Cody in Gravedigger. He's got that score of an 8.998. The score for John Zimmer Jr. in terminal velocity is so close. It's a great score, a solid score, an 8.914. Lexington, we want to keep the action rolling, and we want to keep the fun happening. That means we need your help. If you are seated near any of the red plastic, we need all of your hands, feet, belongings off of our Monster Jam red plastic. That is our Monster Jam safety holds. We got to keep the fun rolling. Triton Robbins in Crazy Trains, ready to go. Combinations up and over the pod, Lexington.
Lexington, giving you some crazy combinations. Make some noise, Triton Robbins, Crazy Train. JudgesZone.com, scoring is open. He's out of the cab. He knows that was a good run, but it matters what you think on JudgesZone.com.
Lexington, that's it. I am taking that crown of nickname Combination King. I'm passing it over to Triton Robbins and Crazy Train, absolutely throwing down in the two-wheel skills competition. And he's doing it in hopes of your score. We got that current score to beat right now, held by Matt Cody in Gravedigger. It's a score of an 8.988. The score for Triton Robbins in Crazy Train is... You got yourselves a new leader, a 9.214. But next up, his little brother's looking to change that score. Make some noise for Montana Robbins, Plain Crazy. Lexington, he's got the steering wheel out the window.
Make some noise, Montana Robbins, playing crazy. Keaton, you gotta show some love for that attempt. Doing a similar run in his brother, trying to one-up each other. I don't care what the point standings are, they did not come to play.
Somebody better tell Montana Robbins this is the two-wheel skills. He was up on one BKT tire at one point. He's changing the name of the competition here in the two-wheel skills. An absolutely phenomenal run from Montana Robbins and playing crazy. And I've got word that we have the official scores locked in. We've got that current score to beat right now held by his older brother, Triton Robbins, in Crazy Train. It's a 9.214. The score for Montana Robbins in Playing Crazy is, oh, it is so close, but a solid score at that, a 9.196 right now, good enough for second place. Last but not least, let's see those Toro horns. It's Fernando Martinez in El Toro Loco.
Make some noise, Fernando Martinez, El Toro Loco. Lots going on that run, some crazy air. Looked like had some rear steer issues towards the end of it there, but still was able to make something out of it. Judgeszone.com, let us know what you thought.
Recap that run. We saw a crazy first maneuver there with a really cool save at the end. You heard Carlos say it maybe cost him his rear steer. Potentially he's given us that cue, but he pushes through and pulls off another successful attempt. Two maneuvers that could make a good score, but we've got your scores locked in, so let's check it out. The score for Fernando Martinez in El Toro Loco is a solid score in 8.542, which means your winner of the two-wheel skills competition is Triton Robbins in Crazy Train. Triton Robbins in Crazy Train secures himself those 8 points with that high score of a 9.214. This is Two-wheel win number 4 for Triton Robbins right here in the Rep Arena.
Triton Robbins, number 4 on the skill wins tally mark. I gotta ask you though, man, you and your brother did not come to play. Don't know if you saw his run. You guys, I felt like going back and forth. Were you a little nervous after seeing his run?
Yes, for sure. I'm back there in the pits watching it on the TV, and I'm like, oh my gosh, he's doing the same exact thing I am. And you know what? He actually may have did it just a little bit better, but I'd never tell him that. You know what? But the crazy train, we're on top, and we're loving everything. I tell you what, I made one goal is coming into this weekend to win one more event, and we've done just that.
And you're definitely, with this win, that much closer to the overall championship. We got one more half to go. I've already seen you get some big air and technical moves. You got any more of them for freestyle?
Oh, that's for sure. We're just going to take everything you guys just witnessed and watched, and we're going to turn it all the way up to 10 and let the crazy train fly through the air.
Arms in the air, make some noise. Triton Robbins, crazy train.
An exciting first half of Monster Jam already underway. So much action. I think it's time for Monster Jam halftime. We want to encourage you to use this time, get up out of your seats, take a walk on the concourse. You can check out, of course, get some food, snacks, and we've got our Monster Jam merchandise available to you throughout the entire event, so definitely check that out. But you're going to want to make your way back to your seats because after halftime, not only do we have Carlos bringing us the Northern Tool Pit Report, but we are going to get to see the 4 Daredevils of freestyle motocross fly across the arena and compete in the best trick competition where you, once again, will be the judges. So we want to get you geared up and ready for all the action to come still in Monster Jam halftime. But we have to have a moment for some very special announcements. Take a look up at the video board because you might just hear from your very own family and friends.
Trick competition. Lexington, you liking what you're seeing so far? Cordova there from Billy Wilson. Dean Pate, what you got? Looking at a slam in Salmon, Kentucky. Only one hand on the bike. The body awareness and air awareness of these superstars is insane. Double grab variation, only a couple more jumps left. Massive cliffhanger. Double grab, heart attack. Another double grab variation. Couple more jumps left. I think it's the last round for these guys. You guys having some fun so far? All right, well, check this out. You've seen a preview of what these guys can pull off, but now it's time for them to impress you with some of their best tricks. Here's the way it's gonna work. This is the best trick competition. Each one of our riders are gonna line up. They're gonna have one attempt to impress you. Once they hit that landing ramp, you will have less than 20 seconds to go on judgeszone.com. Let us know what you think and crown our winner. Riders, are you guys warmed up and ready to go? Lexington, you guys warmed up and ready to go? Then let's hear it for the best trick competition.
Up first, make some noise for Taylor Eddins. Taylor Eddins is from Marietta, California. He showcased his talent on the West Coast Arena Tour here at Monster Jam for the 2025 season. He's known for his fearless aerial stunts and smooth execution. Make some noise for Taylor Eddins.
Make some noise one more time for Taylor Eddins. Ribbon boards are red. Lock in those scores. Scoring is open at judgeszone.com.
Taylor Eddins has that tough job of kicking off the best trick competition, which I always think is a really big job to carry. You've got to set the bar for the rest of the competition, but you guys have a tough job too, and that's being the official judges. We've got your scores locked in. Let's check it out. The score for Taylor Eddins is a solid score. Check it out, a 7.239. Next up, make some noise for Billy Wilson. Billy Wilson's from Phoenix, Arizona. He's been riding professionally for over 4 years. He'll be featured in the brand new Monster Jam Freestyle Mania lineup with Tristan England and the JCB Digatron. Billy Wilson began his career at BMX at just the age of 12, and he's bringing all the action and his best trick right into the Rupperita.
One more time, let's hear it for Billy Wilson. Only a couple seconds left. Check out that replay, scan that QR code, and score now.
Check it out on the Super Glue Glued to the Action replay. A textbook, a perfect backflip. You see him adding that extra level of difficulty there. He takes his foot off the peg. This is not just a backflip. Billy Wilson's looking to turn up the heat here in the best trick competition. Definitely looking to knock his good friend and competitor, Taylor Eddins, out of the running, but he can't do it without you. We've got the scores officially locked in. The score for Billy Wilson is... Check it out, Lexington, in 8.811, we have a new leader. Next up, he's looking to change that leaderboard. Make some noise for Dean Pate. Dean Pate is from Paso Robles, California. He's an Animosity FMX silver medalist. He's been riding freestyle motocross 6 years professionally and has brought his talent around the globe, traveling and competing in places like Africa and the UK. Dean Pate will be featured on Monster Jam Freestyle Mania for Team Megalodon. Make some noise right here in the Rep Arena, Dean Pate!
Put your hands together for Dean Pate. Stepping it up a notch. It matters what you think. Was this enough to take the competition? Only you can decide. Judgeszone.com.
Leave it to freestyle motocross here at Monster Jam. Just when you think it can't get any cooler, it absolutely does. Dean Pate looking to take the lead away from Billy Wilson, and we've got your scores locked in to see if he did just that. Let's check it out. The score for Dean Pate is... He's done it, Lexington. You decided a 9.556 is your new score to beat. One rider remains. Lexington, make some noise for Jared LaRue. Jared LaRue is from Phoenix, Arizona. He's been riding professionally for over 8 years. He was one of the very first freestyle motocross riders to perform ever in Saudi Arabia. Jared LaRue not only defeats the competition across the nation, but is a cancer survivor. He's bringing you his best trick on his Kawasaki KX 450.
Big air, make some noise, Jared LaRue. Less than 20 seconds left. Will that be enough? You decide. Lexington, that's it. It all comes down to this.
Jared LaRue pulling on a fan favorite move with a gnarly whip here in the best trick competition. It is some tough competition out there right now with Dean Pate holding that score to beat. It's a score of a 9.556. The score for Jared LaRue is so close, a 9.305. That means your winner of the best trick competition is Dean Pate.
Monster Jam fans, that concludes our competition, but it does not end this section of the event. I think Billy Wilson has a message for you guys here in Lexington.
Lexington, how are we doing today? Right on. Well, this next segment is going to be one of our grand finales. It's where we're going to get up in a line and try to get these bikes up in the air at the exact same time or super close to it. But I'm going to need your guys' help. The louder you guys get, the more motivated we get out here. So let's hear it.
Lexington, you guys have seen these guys go one at a time. But get those phones out, because this is going to be one of the coolest moments in freestyle motocross. These guys are going to race around the track, get as close as they can to each other, and jump in a train formation across this pod. One grand finale down. They're lining up for another one. If I know these guys, and I think that I do, they're gonna up the ante on round number 2. Insane trust, insane air awareness. They got one more time. All right, Lexington, help me out. Follow my lead. One more time. One more time. One more time. One more time. Your superstars of USFMX, Taylor Eddins, Billy Wilson, Jared LaRue, and your winner, Dean Pate. Lexington, your winner, Dean Pate. First of all, talk to us about that trick. Talk us through what goes through your mind as you're flying through the air, making sure that you can land it as cleanly as possible.
Man, that trick right there is called a backflip Indian air. It took me a handful of tries to learn it. Each time they progressively get bigger. Tonight or today it was a pretty good one. Lexington, what did you guys think?
You guys are doing some insane stunts, and you guys also travel and compete together. Tell us, what is it like to be doing something this cool, traveling the world, doing what you love?
Man, honestly, it's a dream come true for me. This is all I've ever wanted to do since I was a little kid, is travel, ride my dirt bike, perform in front of big crowds like you guys. It's awesome. Me and the guys, we become brothers on the road, but we got a lot of camaraderie out here on the track. We all try and throw it down and go the biggest we can. So, Lexington, what do you think about freestyle motocross?
Lexington, make some noise for your winner, Dean Pate. This is the pinnacle of the event. This is Monster Jam Freestyle. Zombie arms in the air, Lexington. John Zimmer in zombie. Lots to love on that run. A big air, a two-wheel skill there at the end. Score now, you know the drill.
John Zimmer in zombie, a perfect driver to kick off the freestyle competition. That run had so many pillars of a great Monster Jam freestyle. We saw speed. We saw him take advantage of multiple obstacles out there. A little donut action. We saw some serious cool moves. The truck came to pieces, and you guys put in your scores. So let's check it out. The first score up on the board, a 7.516. That is the score to beat. Next up, she wants to see those shark attacks. Make some noise for Chelsea Van Cleve in Megalodon.
Out of the water, onto the track, and into the air. Chelsea Van Cleve in Megalodon. Less than 20 seconds left. Scan that QR code and let us know what you thought of all of those moves. Check out that replay. Judge on the creativity. Judge on the air. You got this, Lexington.
Chelsea Van Cleve in Megalodon tearing up the track. Once again, we see a driver completely fill that entire time. We see her take advantage of multiple obstacles, and we saw some big air in that run. But you guys decide. Let's check out the scores. The score for Chelsea Van Cleve in Megalodon is... It's a solid score, a 7.216. Right now, that's good enough for second place. Next to the track, you know what those bells mean. Let's hear it for Matt Cody in Gravedigger.
Monster Jam fans, make some noise. Matt Cody in Gravedigger. Putting that suspension to work. Incredible, incredible run, Keaton. Big air, lots of different angles. Absolutely got that truck unsettled. Incredible stuff.
Lexington, this man came to this track on a mission. He knows that that second place spot is in contention, within reach. We've got to get to your scores. We've got that current score to beat right now. It's held by John Zimmer and Zombie. It's a score of a 7.516. The score for Matt Cody in Gravedigger is... You got yourselves a new leader, an 8.606. Matt Cody and Gravedigger take the lead.
Lexington, you come to one of these events, you guys have some awesome snacks. We caught some of you guys eating good. Look at the video screen.
She's up next and ready to hit the track. Make some noise for Jamie Sullivan in Sparkle Smash.
Scoring is open. Make some noise. Jamie Sullivan in Sparkle Smash. We told you before, it is a hotly contested battle for that second place spot. Both of these competitors laying it out on the line. You decide though, get to judgeszone.com. Your score matters. Score now.
Jamie Sullivan in Sparkle Smash, heading to the freestyle track on a mission, and that's to take that second place spot up against some really tough competition, but absolutely delivering the freestyle run that she knows she needs to put out there. She didn't land on all 4 BKT tires, but that has got to speak to how much heart this competitor has got in the competition. We've got your scores officially locked in. Let's check it out. The score for Jamie Sullivan in Sparkle Smash is That's a solid score in 8.331 right now. That's good enough for second place.
You're right, Keaton. Now, I just want to give a little bit of an update. These past two competitors laid it all on the line, both of them driving their absolute hearts out to the point where neither one of them landed on all four BKT tires. Take a look at the video screen. Check out what we're watching right now. This is the battle for second place. Right now, we have Matt Cody with 1,004 points, Jamie Sullivan just behind him with 3 points. We're not sure what the final standings are in the freestyle competition, but what we can tell you is Matt Cody is in first place. Right behind him is Jamie Sullivan in that second place spot. They're back and ready to go. We'll keep you updated towards the end of the event.
Next up, it's time to buckle your seats and prepare for takeoff. Let's hear it for Montana Robbins, Plain Crazy. Scoring is open. Give it up for Montana Robbins in Plain Crazy. Lexington, you see the ribbon boards have turned red. That's your cue. Head on over to judgeszone.com and lock in your scores now for Montana Robbins in Plain Crazy. One thing about Montana Robbins is you can count on him to give a fast freestyle. You see him tearing up the track and potentially the speediest hits we've seen all night. We saw some big air from him as well. I know he's looking to take that leaderboard, so let's see your scores. The score for Montana Robbins in Plain Crazy is, check it out, a solid score is 7.817. That is good enough for third place. Monster Jam fans, I have gotten news live from our team outside in the Monster Jam hot pits that they are working on El Toro Loco, but due to the severity of the breakage that was done with his rear steer, they will not be able to get El Toro Loco back out for that freestyle competition. A disappointing run for all of Team El Toro Loco as our technicians prepare and work for that truck for the rest of the competition. But this only speaks to the absolute heart and competitive nature that our Monster Jam drivers are driving for. Stakes are high, and every single one of them wants that trophy. But we've still got more Monster Jam action with Monster Jam Freestyle coming up soon. Our next competitor is ready. Make some noise for John Zimmer Jr. in terminal velocity.
That will do it. Make some noise. It's John Zimmer Jr. terminal velocity. We got less than 20 seconds left to lock in those scores. A lot to like there. Lock them in at judgeszone.com.
John Zimmer Jr. in a terminal velocity. You can see exactly how he starts that freestyle run, and that is a competitor with plenty of knowledge, awareness, and connection to that Monster Jam truck. We see him a little bit towards the end, kind of slow down in that run. That could mean potential damage to that truck. But man, you make it through an entire event, deliver a full freestyle clock like that. That's a win in my book, but it is up to you guys. You have the official scores, and we've got your scores locked in. The score for John Zimmer Jr. in terminal velocity is, it's a solid score, a 7.692 right now. Good enough for 4th place.
Lexington, check out the video board. It's time for the Snack Words Cam.
The final truck to go in Monster Jam Freestyle. Make some noise for Triton Robbins in Crazy Train.
Make some noise for Triton Robbins' Crazy Train. Couple of nice hits on that one. Big air hitting off of the log stack. Another two-wheel skills, some balance. He's out of the cab. Let's see those train conductor horns in the air for Triton Robbins.
After that two-wheel skills win, Triton Robbins is looking to ride that wave of momentum into another win. He hopes to take that freestyle, getting those 8 points, but we've got your scores locked in. We got that current score to beat right now held by Matt Cody in Gravedigger. It's a score of an 8.606. The score for Triton Robbins in Crazy Train is... It's an 8.724. Lexington, that means your winner of the freestyle competition is Triton Robbins in a Crazy Train. He's added 8 points to his score, which means it was enough for your overall event champion. Make some noise, Triton Robbins in a Crazy Train. He's proven consistency is key. 23 overall event points. Triton Robbins in the Rep Arena makes this overall event win number 8 of the season. Monster Jam fans, you helped him get there. One more time, give it up. Triton Robbins in Crazy Train. Right here, Monster Jam history made in the season. His very first freestyle competition win of the season. Your overall event champion, Triton Robbins in Crazy Train.
You mentioned it earlier in the competition that your goal was to walk away with another overall event win, and you did just that. Talk to us about it.
Well, you know what? That was my first Monster Jam freestyle win ever for here in Lexington, Kentucky. So this place will always hold a special place in my heart. I'm totally out of breath. I was sawing at the wheel in this monster truck, putting it all on the line for you fans.
That's what I'm talking about. Show your love for Triton Robbins. Let's talk about that. First ever freestyle win. What clicked? What made it happen? Was it the dirt? Was it the momentum that you had? Was it the tricks that you decided to throw? Man, what another thing to check off the career checklist.
Well, you know what? This Kentucky dirt's definitely awesome. It's probably the best dirt we've ever been on all season. But you know what? I run consistent every time I get in this truck. And today, consistency was key, that's for sure.
Monster Jam fans, make some noise. First ever freestyle win. 8 overall wins. Triton Robbins, Crazy Train.
A big congratulations to the entire Robbins team, but of course to Triton Robbins in Crazy Train, taking home that overall event championship, and all the Monster Jam fans right here in the Rep Arena that got to witness Monster Jam history with his very first freestyle win. We couldn't thank you enough for coming out and being a part of our Monster Jam event. We couldn't do it without you, whether you're right here in the Rep Arena or tuning in to our live stream on YouTube. We want to thank you for being a part of our Monster Jam event. Don't forget on your way out to stop by our Monster Jam merchandise stands to pick up the latest Spin Master diecast trucks, and head to monsterjam.com because we've got tickets on sale now for Monster Jam World Finals happening this 4th of July weekend for the first time ever in Salt Lake City. On behalf of my entire team and behalf of my co-host, Carlos Sparks, my name is Keaton Stewart, and we'll see you at the next Monster Jam.